A project to reunite a photographer with his subjects 35 years on has taken a giant leap forward today. Phil Portus snapped a picture of local lad Andy Holloway on the waltzers at Cross Lane Fun Fair back in 1977. It's an intriguing snapshot of the life of a Salford 12-year-old, and one which has inspired curiosity because of Andy's unusual attire.
I must admit it was quite shocking. My daughter sort of sent a text saying there's a picture of me sat there around 11, 12 years old in what I can describe as really bad attire, and a pair of Wellingtons, which I seem to have got a lot of grief about over the last week or so. It was, at the time, in a lot of the places, it was still all, you know, it's old-fashioned crofts with puddles and that, and I'm not sure when it was took, but I would have probably, if it was winter, it would have been a practical thing, or I might have only had wellies. It's been fantastic. It's like I met him, but I never knew it. You know, it was an event that happened, sort of some random event 33 years ago. It's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I like local history. And I like, you know, I've always lived in the area, and I've always been proud, you know, sort of living in Salford. Been a bit of an eye opener, really. it was really nice meeting him and seeing all these photos and familiar faces that, you know, from my past that we may not have kept in touch, but the memories are still ingrained there.
It's been quite amazing, really. It's something which on the onset of this whole project, I hardly expected to meet anybody. Andy's the first person now I've met face-to-face, apart from Stephen Lord. It feels really good. It's something which, as I said 2 or 3 months ago, it was just a vague dream, thinking of getting all these names together. It's a reality. The whole thing will come together, and I will produce a new book. I will have an exhibition.
Phil's project to recreate his photographs is now continuing apace. And due to more investigative work by Salford-on-Line, we've managed to track down more people in the 1977 photos. More details will come on the site as we exclusively meet and film them.
With Andy's photograph, the middle boy got in touch with me. Now, Neil Williams, a beard there, and he's a sales director for a movie company in London, and he's really excited by this idea of doing another photograph.
Did you have any photos of yourself from that era?
Not many, because I think at the time, sort of parents, we didn't have access, my mum and dad, really to cameras. I think it was not as popular taking pictures. Obviously now there's mobile phones and everything, but there's not that many of me. There's a few from school. But it was shocked really, but it was quite a nice memory from that time. It was very intriguing sort of seeing the old area, because I remember a lot, but obviously when you're sort of 12 and they were still pulling stuff down, but sort of seeing a picture and confirming what they look like, and now it's all been redeveloped now. But it's very strange seeing your life sort of back then. The fair used to come every year, but I mean it was like a magnet for 12-year-olds to mess around on, you know, just doing daft things. It's strange because I don't recall the picture, but I mean, whenever there was a fairground on Cross Lane or anything, it was everybody from school sort of piled onto it. You'd be standing on the speedway, trying to lean into it so you didn't fall over, and you know, a lot of the rides, and just trying to slap each other. When they used to have a ride that used to sort of spin out, you try and slap you know, just a general day-to-day skullduggery of a 12-year-old. When you're at school, you think you're indestructible, you think you'll always be chums and pals, and everybody more or less parted the separate ways. From, I think we got to about 17, 18, everybody started working, and you know, I've not seen Neil since I was probably about 18. It was Hodsall High. We used to go to Hodsall, and it's been knocked down sort of since. It's around where the Salford Quays is now. So it's like a development area. I think there's a hotel there now, so they've got somewhere for the blue plaque.